Hey guys, Thomas Leroy here. Good Sunday to you. Thank you very much for your love and your support. First of all, that's what I'd like to say. What I was told and have been reassured of a few different times is about these improvements that have been occurring and is to continue to occur, thus giving me the one thing I must have been after for like the last 16 years, which is my complete and total separation from these others that glommed onto us and with all kinds of excuses and or reasons, but just basically the enemies. Um, in other words, my spiritual, energetic freedom, my spiritual body being free again, as it once was, and it's supposed to be. um, that to me, see, is there you go. There's my healing. At that point, I'm healed. Ta-da! The grand miracle has occurred, and I've been freed like I was promised I would be, and I was promised again and again by this rite of passage and by that entity's book and etc. and so on, and by the sheer fact that the enemy was eliminated from us 16 years ago, and it was all legal, legal. And there you go. There's my healing. And the reason why I reference this is because I again and again hear people talking about healing, and there's of course the enemies out there who want to call healing of us accepting them and all they do. That would be their idea of healing, but that's not my idea of healing any more than accepting some fatal disease as a part of me. So no, I can't see that point of view. But now these others, I see they have these similar stories. I'm like, well, but it's not. I mean, it's like how many different pieces of their out there is there of me that has been thwarted so much by all these dark, new agey type of things where they were led down this path and then that path and through these different belief systems and I guess I mean if any of it's real, okay, if any of the outside world that they depict on the liar's screen is real and it has been affected by all these things that have occurred, like as the story is implied, then I suppose we could be helpful in bringing about some actual healing. Um, Heck, we were very effective at creating peace in others using psychology and psychology terms, not even getting to the nitty gritty of what it is all about. So I guess we could, you know, do some of that. From what I understand, what has been occurring will continue to occur. Without a doubt, we're being brought completely and totally out of that situation, that those circumstances, that pool of connections that was in error for us, completely, totally, just in error. It's something that reminds me of a Zeppelin song. What was the phrase? What is and what should never be, and that is a connection between them and me is something that should never be. Those doors are they need to be shut. You got to keep them separated, and that's the way that's going to go, and that's the way it's going to be. So I can continue to laugh and be me. They always, well, who do you want to be? How would you? What's your fantasy? No, do you know what? To be me. To be me. That's why I picked the picture they asked me to pick from all the pictures. I picked that. Why? Because it's me. That's who I am. Not part of some devil system or anything like that. It's I'm a part of those light people, and they're not against God. And they're not the rebels of heaven or nothing like that. Um, you know. Oh man. Whew. I will be glad I've seen a lot of indicators that, as far as advancing up and out of here, and how the story can do that, and how we can progress through that story, and how it'll whoosh to the top or whatever or wherever. And the people I know that that will afford me to meet and speak with and become acquainted with, and because I mean, there's people out there I really would like to be acquainted with, as far as the story that we're all seeing play out and the objective reality that's supposedly there. They're playing parts of heroes for us. So, of course, I would like to know those people better. Because, after all, well, I'm not even going to bother. I think they all know who they are anyway. Um, and yeah, oh, gee whiz. That's the thing, is it seems like suddenly there's, some synchronicities going on and coincidences or whatever, signs, combined with uh, the reconstitution of specific uh, mindsets that are available to me. And one of them, of course, is what we're most known for, which is building. And then there's other things, that we do. I can't say that that's what we're most known for, actually. It depends on how you know us and how well you've known us, right? Um, but I'm getting positive and encouraging vibes. Some of the synchronicities are pretty cute. Like, we were listening last night, and the my voice was saying we're going to sleep well tonight, and I recognized it as my voice, but again, not. And then we got in no uncertain terms the very same message given back to us by someone who posted a video. Like, we're on there and we just happened across um, a video that, well, I don't even know what it says, but there's nothing to say that it's a prophetic word or anything like that. I remember the name though. Yeah, it was a name, a personal name on the channel name, and and their message was, "You're going to sleep really well tonight." And you know what? We really did. We didn't sleep a long, long time, but we did sleep very, very well, and we woke up with that feeling of wanting to stay in the bed, because it was uh, nice and warm and cozy, and we were sleeping so well. But we were also blessed with, it wasn't hard to wake up either. It was just basically, okay, let's get up and stand up, and so there you go, and ta-da, you're awake again. No uh, problems with it. So I am encouraged that there is improvements, and they do seem to be continuing to improve, and the quality of our existence is improved, which then, of course, frees us to be us, you see. And once we're completely, totally free of the opposite, then, of course, we can really actually be us. And we're continuing on that little path. And I have every expectation in those promises being coming to fruition shortly. And they are encouraging me to move forward. This is a brand new week, and so we're going to be trying on a couple different fronts to advance in a couple different ways, and come back into line with more what our goals were, and is re-becoming. So I hope that sounds good for those that are on my side. I hope that you're happier. I know that it must be trying to see us having such trouble standing up and going forward the ways we need to, whenever something what we're talking about from like 15, 16 years ago or whatever, it would have been nothing for us. It would have been like, yeah, sure, one, okay, step one, step two, step three, step four, step five. Okay, all the steps are taken. Now step execute. And voila, ta-da! And it would have been just that simple and easy, and it would have taken very little time. But still, I'm coming out with probably no production values whatsoever, looking as raw as anything. But there'll be the excuse there for the contacts that we'll be needing to make that will facilitate that whoosh type of thing. As they say, God has it all planned out. And I'm beginning to believe that we'll be able to be of service, even though we don't have the kind of testimony I'd like to have. Well, we still will have the correct words that will. I mean, if this is real story at all, then we'll have the correct words, the correct message that will be able to bring an ocean load of them back across the line into the correct alignment. God love you and God keep you. You know I'm going to.